More accusations of medical neglect at the Jefferson County Jail. This time, the family of 76-year-old James Purdy claims symptoms of his Parkinson's disease and dementia were ignored by staff, and that led to his death. Glad to have you with us for Denver 7 News at 6 this Friday evening. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Jessica Porter. The Purdy family has filed a lawsuit. They're the fifth family to take legal action against the jail in a year.
Denver 7's Christian Lopez has been sharing concerns of family members whose loved ones have died in custody, and she sat down with Purdy's daughter, who explains just what went wrong. But we do want to warn you that some of the video is graphic and may be difficult to watch.
He was a very charismatic, very dynamic person.
Brooke Grenemeyer describes her father, Jim Purdy, as fun-loving and someone who never missed out on an adventure.
He was a great problem solver.
The 76-year-old was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and dementia several years back. Purdy ended up in the Jefferson County Jail in June of 2023, facing charges for attempted kidnapping and harassment. But his family and attorney claim his incarceration was the result of a misunderstanding with another person that was caused by his medical condition. And they said what happened next was horrifying, to say the least.
Mr. Purdy really experienced a torture chamber. He was not equipped to deal with the disorienting nature of jail.
During his time in jail, they say Purdy experienced negligence from staff, causing him to fall around 100 times in his cell over the course of a month. Purdy ultimately died of his injuries after he was taken to the hospital.
It was pretty horrifying. He had bruises and abrasions all over his body.
He died as a direct result of the deliberate indifference that the jail staff and the medical staff showed to him.
And that all led to Purdy's family filing a federal lawsuit against the jail and its contracted medical provider, VitalCore. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office tells us they cannot comment on this case due to pending litigation. Denver 7 has extensively covered 4 other deaths that have occurred at the Jefferson County Jail over the last couple of years.
Mr. Purdy's death in the jail is certainly not an outlier. It's not a one-off.
A concerning pattern they're hoping can finally come to an end.
The way that he was treated, the way that he was mistreated is unconscionable. I don't know how person with a conscience can look at how he was existing in their care and say it's okay.
In Jefferson County, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Taking a look at those other deaths at the jail. Ashley Raisback died in December 2023. The sheriff's office says she was in the jail's detox program. Staff found her having a medical emergency. After Narcan proved to be unsuccessful, she was taken to the hospital where she later died.
Now, 3 months after that, Courtney Tinker died. Also, she was in the jail's detox program. Staff said they found her unresponsive in her cell, performed life-saving efforts, but she did not survive.
Then last summer, Doreen Stengel's daughter, told Denver 7 that her mother never made it out of a booking cell before she died. She says her mom struggled with substance abuse disorder at the time of her arrest.
Now, Glenn Perdreau died in his cell December of last year. Investigators say he was found unresponsive. Staff conducted CPR, administered Narcan as well. And civil rights attorney Anita Springsteen is representing these 4 deaths and has been very outspoken about the alleged issues at the jail.
I've been contacted by dozens of families of inmates and inmates themselves who are suffering in this house of horrors.
Now, for context here, according to the sheriff's office, 3 inmates died last year out of the nearly 16,000 people who were in their custody.